Hi guys, how are you? I hope you people are doing well. My name is Shivam Pandey and I'm your GS mentor. So guys, in this lecture, we're going to talk about the current affair and we'll start our series. So first of all, very wonderful good morning to lovely people out there. So let's start our current affair discussion with the very wonderful questions out there. So let's start the session. Now, guys, the very first question is asking that recently, it is asking that, let me change the color of the marker. Okay, recently, the Indian government has announced the discontinuation of the medium and long term deposit under the gold monetization scheme GMS. When was this scheme launched? Now, guys, here we have a term gold monetization scheme. But the very first term that we have here is that the term which is related to the deposition. Here we have a term deposits. Now guys, what does this deposit means? Guys, you people know that if we deposit our money in the bank, then that particular money is the liability of the bank. So that money is the liability. And when we talk about the deposit, guys, deposits are of two different type. We have the long term deposit as well as short term deposit, or you can say we have two different types of deposition. We have the demand deposition, or we have the demand liability, demand deposits, and we have the term deposit. Now, guys, when we talk about these particular thing, here demand deposit means when demand arises, then we can easily take out our money from the bank. And term deposit means we deposit our money for a particular period of time, in a bank. Like we deposit our money for 5 year, for 6 year. Hi Akhil, how are you? So if we deposit our money for 5 year, for 10 years, this is known as the term deposit. Term deposit is also known as, like you people do, the FDs or the fixed deposit in the bank and the post office. So they both are the liabilities on the bank. Then bank has to maintain some amount of money regarding these liabilities. So guys, when we talk about these deposit, when we combine these terms, so they are known as the NDTL. When we combine the both term, they both are known as NDTL. Now guys, what is this NDTL? Net demand and term liability. These are the liabilities of the bank. After this particular thing, when we say that bank give the money in the form of the loan to the customer, then that particular amount of money is known as the asset for the bank. The bank that takes the deposit from the customer, then that particular money is known as the liability over the bank. And the bank which is giving loan, then that money is known as the asset for that particular bank. Now guys, after this particular thing, well, it is asking that when this scheme was launched. Guys, this particular scheme was launched on 2015. But we should know some other thing also. If we are talking about short term bank deposits, then it is for 1 to 3 years managed by the bank. Short term bank deposit. We have the short term bank deposits It has to be for 1 to 3 years. After this particular short term, we have the medium term bank deposit. When we talk about the medium term government deposit, that and its particular time period is 5 to 7 year, backed by the government. Medium term government deposits, its time period is 5 to 7 years. After this particular term, we have the long term government bank deposit. When we talk about the long term government bank deposit, its time period is to the 12 to 15 years. Its time period is long term government deposit. You people may know that these type of questions are directly asked in the one day examination. Its time period is 12 to 15 years. Now guys, when we talk about the gold monetization scheme, gold monetization scheme was started in 2015 out there, and we have the certain schemes like gold bond and many other things. Gold bonds are the sub scheme which has started under this particular gold monetization scheme, because in country like India, the gold consumption is very much, we consume gold on a very high rate, because if we purchase the gold, then we put that gold in our lockers only. Okay, we do not mobilize that gold into the market, we do not channelize that gold into the market. Okay, so that's why the golds are captured in the Indian household only, in their lockers. So government try to reduce the import of the gold from outside. So that's why government has initiated the gold monetization scheme. In this scheme, government will give you a paper where there would be written that this particular amount of gold is being purchased by you, and the rupees that of and the amount of gold will be mentioned, the quantity of gold will be mentioned out there, and the quality. If you are purchasing 12 carat, if you are purchasing, I'm so sorry, if you are purchasing 18 carat, if you are purchasing 21 carat, 24 carat, the quality will be same, and its rate will be fluctuate as per the rate of the gold is fluctuating in the market in that particular gold bond scheme. So that's why this particular scheme was brought by the government. Okay, so its time period is the 2015. Remember these terms. Short term government deposit is 1 to 3 year. Medium term government deposit is 5 to 7 year. Long term deposit is 12 to 15 years. Now guys, which state has topped the uh, medal tally in second Khelo India Para Game? Khelo India Para Game 2025. It's Kerala, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Punjab. Come on, buddy, answer this question. Everyone, Khelo India Para Game. Now, guys, this Khelo India Para Game, when we talk about this particular thing, so in Khelo India Para Game, the participant for nearly 1300 para athletes had taken the participant. 1300 para athlete, 13,000 para athlete has taken the participant. Participation was taken by 13,000 para athlete. After this particular thing, guys, here if we talk about, Tamil Nadu has secured 28 golds, Uttar Pradesh 23rd. Okay, Tamil Nadu has secured 28 golds. Uttar Pradesh, UP has secured 23 golds. And this particular Khelo India program is being topped by a state which is known as Haryana, and Haryana has secured 34 gold medals. How many? 34 gold medals are there from Haryana. So Haryana has secured this particular thing. After this thing, guys, when we talk about the first edition of Khelo India Para Game was organized in 2023. Okay. So these are the thing. So it was started. It was started in 2023. It was started in 2023. And remember one thing, Haryana has topped this one. Haryana is at first. Tamil Nadu is in second position and UP is at the third position. And how many participants had took the participation? 13,000 para athlete has took the participation out there. Okay. Now let's move towards the next question. So it was won by Haryana is at first, Uttar Pradesh is at third, and Tamil Nadu is at the second position. Remember this thing, this is important one. Okay, let's move towards the next question. As per recent data released by the Tea Board of India, what is the global position of India in tea export? Okay, guys, tea export and everything comes in the industry that is known as the beverage industry. Beverage industry. Now, guys, if we talk about the beverage industry, here we have many things, like we have coffee and we have the tea cultivation. We have in India, we have two type of tea. We have the Assam tea and we have the Darjeeling tea. Darjeeling. Same like the quality of tea, coffee is also of two types. We have the Cafe Robusta and Cafe Arabica. Cafe Arabica and Cafe Robusta. Guys, Cafe Arabica is of the superior industry. When we talk about the beverage industry, after COVID, a sharp decline was seen in the beverage industry. Why? Because we people became the health conscious, and due to this consciousness, we started preferring towards the green tea. But now, once again, beverage industry is again at its boom. Okay, so guys, what would be the right answer? And you people will shocked to know that India is emerged as the second largest tea exporter in the world in 2024, surpassing the Sri Lanka. Okay, India has become the second largest exporter of the tea. So first is at Kenya. Second position is holded by India. And third is Sri Lanka. Guys, remember one thing, the quality of Sri Lankan tea, which is known as Ceylon tea. It is also of the superior quality. Ceylon tea is again of the superior quality. Okay, no, beta, it's not first, Ajit. It's the second position that India has achieved. Now, guys, in this particular thing, in 2024, India has exported 254 million kilograms. In 2024, just wait. In 2024, India has exported 254 million kilograms of the tea. Okay. Now, India is trying to expand its business regarding this particular thing. So, India tried to making a significant jump in 2023. When we talk about 2023, India has only exported in 2023, India has exported 231 million kilograms of tea. Okay, but India is targeting something big. Okay, okay, Ajit, this particular channel is only dedicated to English language, so that's why we all GS faculty is speaking in English only. As you can see, the name of the YouTube channel is that Careerwill GS English medium. Okay, the name of the channel is this only. So that's why you try to understand about the things. You need not to worry. Okay, after this particular thing, next when we talk about the India is actually wants to achieve 300 million kilograms of tea export by 2030. This is our target. 300 million kilograms by 2030. This is the target of India. India wants to achieve this particular amount of target. Okay. Now, guys, annually, if we talk about annually tea production of India is 1400 million kilogram. Annually, 1400 million kilogram tea production of India. Remember about these particular data. So these data are very important for our exam point of view. Okay. So B is the right answer. India is at the second position. Kenya is first. India is second. Sri Lanka is at the third. In 2023, India has export 231 million kilograms of tea. In 2024, India has become the second exporter in the world by exporting 254 million kilograms of tea. And in 2030, India is targeting to export 300 million kilograms of tea. By 2030, these are the targets of India. When we talk about the annual production of tea, in annual production, India produce 1400 million kgs of tea. Now, next question. Now, guys, when we talk about the next question, what does this particular question is saying? Now, here. So take your time and answer this question. UIDAI, in partnership which IIT, has introduced a global biometric challenges to improve the accuracy of fingerprint authentication in children by addressing age-related changes. Come on, answer this question. Now, guys, when we talk about UIDAI, its full form is the Unique Identification Authority of India. Unique Identification Authority of India. Remember the full form. This particular term or this particular ministry is also related with the it is a statutory body. It was established under the provision of Aadhaar Act 2016. It's a statutory body. It's a statutory means a body which is made by law. It is a statutory body made by Aadhaar Act 2016. Okay, Aadhaar Act was passed in 2016. So are we good about these particular thing? Now, guys, uh, with which it has done a partnership with IT Hyderabad. There are lot many concerns which are related to Aadhaar. The very first concern, the very important concern which is related to Aadhaar is the privacy. That how government will maintain the data of its citizen, because in Aadhaar we have our eye retina, we have our biometrics of 10 fingers. So sir, how will you secure that particular data? And when we talk about the privacy, guys, privacy is in article number 21 of the Indian Constitution. There was a very famous case that is known as KS Puttaswamy case. It was in 2017. So from 2017, privacy has become our fundamental right, which is mentioned in article number 21. After this particular thing, when we talk about the article 21, article 21 is related to right to life. This article is related to right to life, and here many interesting things are there, like we have right to die with dignity, we have to clean environment. Under this particular article, NGT, National Green Tribunal, was also made. Under this particular article, we have the right to sleep also. We have right to sleep, right to marriage, right to go abroad, right to first aid, right against handcuff, right to get a speedy trial, right to bail. Lot many things are there, okay, in this particular article. Now guys, after this particular thing, when we talk about article number 21, here we have two concepts. The concepts are like due process of law, procedure established by law, procedure established by law, and the second concept is the due process of law. We have the two different articles. One is taken from the US Constitution and another one is taken from the Japanese Constitution. While considering the formal one, the Supreme Court has to consider the things. If a case comes in front of the Supreme Court, then Supreme Court or any court has to check that whether a case is related to that particular law or not. That particular law was made by a competent authority or not. Here competent authority means parliament in the term of the center government and state legislature in the term of the state government. After that, the third thing that court has to be considered is that the competent authority has passed that law by following the proper procedures that are mentioned in the rule book or not. So these are the things. After that, when we talk about the later one, it has taken from the US Constitution, and here the court will consider that the law that is made by the competent authority, it is really just or fair or reasonable in nature or not. Okay, so these are the things that has to be considered under certain things. Now guys, let's move towards the next question. After this, when we talk about the next question, Where was India's first nano electronics roadshow inaugurated? Okay, take your time and answer this question. Come on, everyone, answer this one. Nano electronics roadshow. Guys, this particular roadshow is inaugurated where? It is inaugurated in Bangalore. Okay, it is inaugurated in Bangalore. Okay, now guys, when we talk about this particular thing, you people should know that Indian Semiconductor Mission launched in the event was inaugurated by Shri Krishna Secretary. Okay, Shri Krishna is the Secretary of Ministry of Electronics. Now, let's move towards the next one. Next question. What does next question says? Come on. Sixth one. Which country has recently announced 25% tariff on imported cars and auto components? It's UK, Canada, US, or France. This thing is only done by a person, and his name is Donald J. Trump. Who is the person? Donald J. Trump. You know that Donald J. Trump is a man of his own word. How? In its previous tenure, Mr. Trump has done few promises through its political manifesto. And he is the only politician, I think, who has completed all its promises which were made under the political manifesto. Like, he said that he will pull out USA from Iran nuclear deal, which is commonly known as JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. He has done that. He said that he will pull out USA from Paris Climate Agreement because according to him, climate change is a natural phenomena. So he has done that thing. He said that he will teach a lesson to China. So he has done that also. And after that, the next promise that he made to his citizen was that he will took out US troops from Afghanistan. So he has done this thing also. So he's the man of his own, he's the man of the word. Okay? What he says, he do. Now, US President Donald Trump has announced 25% tariff on imported cars and auto components. Guys, remember this thing that this move is expected to have global implications affecting markets like European Union, Canada, India, and China. It will definitely affect European Union, Canada, India, and but obviously China. So this will affect them. Okay. And the rates will be. So right answer is the USA. USA is the right one. Okay. Let's move towards the next question. Now, recently third edition of Surex India 25 was inaugurated at Yashobhumi Conservation Center, New Delhi. Which organization hosted this event? Okay, Federation of Indian Export Organization, FSSAI, IRDAI, and SEBI. Who has organized this particular thing? Good morning, namaste, how are you? Come on, answer this one. Come on, everyone, answer this. Okay, Manav has answered FSSAI. Very good, Manav. But Manav, the right answer out there is the A1, Federation of Indian Export Organization, which is the A is the right one. And this particular organization is supported from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry organization. Ministry of Commerce and Industry organization. Very good, Manav. You have tried well. No worries. If you do wrong here, then only you will be able to make the answer right in your examination. Very good, Manav. Very good. No issue. Okay. Now, guys, when we talk about the focus area, export, promotion, ease of doing business, and trade expansion, these are the focus area. Export production, production should be increased. Ease of doing business should be there. And after this particular thing, there should be the trade expansion. Key sectors represent the FMCGs, okay, beverage, health, beauty, apparel, textile, e-commerce, and logistic. Here will be beverage, textile, FMCG. FMCG means fast moving consumer goods. These fast moving consumer goods are like the goods that we consume in our daily life, in our day to day activities, like shampoo, soap, hair gel, body wash, toothpaste, okay, tongue cleaner, and a lot many things are there which we use in our daily day to day life. After this, FMCG, textile, beverage, logistic, and we have the next one, that is the e-commerce. Okay, so these are the key features of the industry, so that we have to know about. Now, guys, are we good about these things? Please let me know in the comment section. When we talk about the Federation of Indian Export Organization, so it was formed in 1965. Federation of Indian Export Organization, it was formed in 1965, and its headquarter is in New Delhi. Headquarter is in New Delhi. So remember these things. Okay, let's move towards the next question. Okay, guys, let's move towards the next one. Okay, so next, eighth one, according to the Arun Global Rich List 2025, who has become the first Indian woman to enter the world's top richest women list? Neeta Ambani, Savitri Jindal, Sudha Murthy, or Roshni Natra? Come on, answer this one. Who has topped this list? Neeta Ambani is already there. No, no. Neeta Ambani is not the right answer. I was pretty sure that you people will answer Neeta Ambani only. So Neeta Ambani is not the right one. It's Roshni Nadar. When we talk about Roshni Nadar, so guys, Roshni Nadar According to Huron Global Rich List 2025, she ranked fifth among the world wealthiest women. Fifth, and her net worth is around 3.5 lakh crore. Her net worth is around how many? 3.5 lakh crore. It's a huge amount. 3.5 lakh crore. Okay. When we convert in, it's around 40 US dollar. She is fifth in the world. Fifth richest lady. Fifth in the world. And she is first in India. Okay. First in India. Roshni Nada. Yes. Billionaire. Remember this thing. Now, guys, when we talk about the global recognition of Roshni Nadar, so she has achieved a lot many things in her past. And when we talk about the Forbes 100 most powerful women features in 2017, and in the Forbes, she was at the fifth position. In Forbes 2017, in Forbes, remember in 2017, in Forbes magazine, she was at the fifth position. Okay. And currently, she is the wealthiest woman in India. Okay. So, Roshni Nadar is the right one. Next. Who has recently sworn in as a Namibia's first female president? Namibia's. Okay. Its reflection was there. So, that's why. Namibia's first female president. Namibia's first female president. Come on. She is first female president of Mexico. She is first female president of Mexico. Come on. Who is the Namibia's one? It's the Netrumbo Nandi Nathiwara. So its name is a bit typical to pronunciate. So spelling is mine and pronunciation would be yours. Okay. So I hope you people enjoying this thing. Come on, let's move towards the next thing. Guys, when we let's move towards the next one. Next, 10th question. What does this question is saying? Answer this one. Okay, come on. What would be the right answer of this particular question? Answer this question fast. Take your time and then answer this particular question. What does this question asking? This question is saying which country has recently become the part of new development bank? Guys, this new development bank is BRICS bank. When we talk about this particular term BRICS, guys, here BRIC term was given by an economist, and his name was Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill has coined this particular term. Guys, BRICS, Jim O'Neill, in 2009, it was formed. It was formed in 2009. It was formed. BRIC was formed. Official meeting was held. And when we talk about BRICS in 2010, South Africa has joined this particular summit. And when we talk about New Development Bank, and which is commonly known as BRICS Bank, this particular bank was formed in 2014. This particular bank was formed in 2014, and its headquarters is in Shanghai, China. Okay, it was formed in 2014. Formed in 2014. Headquarters is located in Shanghai, China. Headquarters is in the Shanghai, China. After this particular thing, you people should know that in 2024, the 16th BRIC edition in 2024, 16th BRICS conference was in Russia, and in 2025 it will going to held in Brazil. Okay, and in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Okay, it will held in Rio de Janeiro in 2025. Okay, so these are the things that we people should know about. So are we good about these things now, right? Let's answer this particular question. So this was the common information. It is Indonesia. Indonesia is the right answer. And remember, after this, New Development Bank is known as BRICS Bank, and to finalize the sustainable development and infrastructure project in emerging economies. Okay, and additional countries are also there, like Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and UAE. Okay, have joined the bank. Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and UAE. Who has joined? Egypt, Iran, Ethiopia, and UAE, United Arab Emirates, as also. The objective of this particular bank is to, the objective of this particular bank is to develop, to finance sustainable development, finance the sustainable development and infrastructure projects, and infrastructure projects. Infrastructure projects are there. So these are the things that we people should know. Now let's take a brief overview that what we people have discussed today. Okay, so let's take a brief overview about the things. Now guys, the very first thing was asking that regarding the gold monetization scheme. It was asking that when this particular gold monetization scheme was started. It was started back in 2015. When we talk about the deposit, short-term government deposition term is 1 to 3 years. Medium term government deposit time period is 5 to 7 year, and long term government deposit term is the 12 to 15 year. We also talked about the type of deposition. We have the demand deposits and the term deposits. When we talk about the deposition is a liability on the bank. The money that we deposit in the bank is the liability of the bank. So with respect to that particular deposition, bank has to secure some amount of money. Okay. When we talk about the deposition, we have the two different type of demand deposit. When demand arises, then we take out the money from the bank. And term deposit means the money is fixed for a particular period of time. When we combine these two terms, then we have the net demand and term liability, which is known as NDTL, and bank has to maintain the money with respect to the NDTL. Okay. CRR, SLR has to be maintained with respect to the NDTL only. After this thing, we had talked about Khelo India Para Games. When we talk about Khelo India Para Games, there are 13,000 para athletes who has participated in this particular game, and Haryana has won this by 34 gold medals. After Haryana, Tamil Nadu is there with 28 gold medals, and Uttar Pradesh is there with 23 gold medals. Uttar Pradesh has secured third position. Tamil Nadu has secured the second one, and Haryana is at the first. Khelo India Para Games was started back in 2023. After this particular thing, when we talk about recent data, T-Board of India. So India has achieved the second position by surpassing the Sri Lanka. Now the target of India, that in 2023 India has produced almost 231 million kg of teas, and in 2024 India has exported 254 million kgs of tea, but India is targeting to export 300 million kg of tea by 2030. This is the target of India, and annually we are producing 1400 million kg of tea. This is our annual production of tea. The very first country which is at the top position in exporting in a world economy, that is Kenya. Second position is shared by is India, and third is by Sri Lanka. When we talk about the beverage industry, here we have the coffee also. Now guys, the variety of coffee is divided into two categories. We have Cafe Arabica and Cafe Robusta. Out of these two varieties, Cafe Arabica is of the superior quality. Next one, when we talk about UIDAI, which means Unique Identification Authority of India. It is a statutory body which is made under the Aadhaar Act 2016, and Aadhaar is which is related to privacy, and the privacy is mentioned in article number 21 by a case which is known as KS Puttaswamy case. Okay, and it has done a collaboration with Triple IT Hyderabad. After this, where was first nano electronics roadshow inaugurated? It is in the Bangalore. And next one is the 25% tariff is import on cars and auto components, imported cars and auto components. This thing is done by USA only. Okay, and next, third edition of the Sorex India 25. It is done with the FIEO. FIEO is under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry organization. It was set up in 1965 and its headquarters is in the New Delhi. Remember this thing. After this, according to the Huron Global Rich List, Roshni Nadar is at the first position. And when we talk about the Namibia's first female president, so she is Nutombo, Nandi and Nanditwa. So this is the thing. After this, the country who has recently become the part of the new development bank, which is commonly known as BRICS Bank, is the Indonesia. So these are the things that we people should know about. Okay, so this is all for today. I hope you people enjoyed this lecture. Thanks a lot, Jahan. Thank you so much. Bye bye, and enjoy your day with this booster dose of current affair. Bye, everyone. And don't forget to catch me up at 3 p.m. with geography lecture. Bye bye. Thanks a lot, and Jahan. Thank you so much. Bye.